What's happening, guys? So I wanted to give you a quick update on how things were going. Things have been going pretty well. I've just been extremely busy. Just had a lot going on between going to Nationals 2 weekends ago, and then I had Paul's camp, which was last week, which I did a bunch of video for, and I will be putting something together for that. I don't know when. And then I've also got his show that I will be doing video for next week. And between that and coaching and training and everything else, it's just been pretty insane. But it's good. It's good to be busy. So one of the good things is things seem to be coming together pretty well with my training. You know, the biggest struggle that I've had is learning how to brace properly now that I can't do the Valsalva. And when I was at Paul's camp, actually Ryan Doris helped me quite a bit. He kind of helped me come up with a new way to brace that seems to be working a little bit better. I've only done it for about a week now, so we'll see how things go. But every time I do it, it feels a little bit better every single time. So I'm hopeful that this is going to help me get a little bit better brace. And basically, instead of, you know, with the Valsalva, what you would normally do is you bring in a big breath of air into your stomach, put the tongue on the roof of your mouth, and just keep your air the entire time through the movement. Well, I can't do that with my eye. I have to make sure I let the breath go on the way up. I have to do that, or it creates way too much eye pressure, and that's why I have these issues. So I have to avoid that at all costs. So what I was doing instead was I was still bringing in a big breath of air, and then I would keep my air, but then when I hit the bottom of my squat, I would let the air go. And it just wasn't giving me a very good brace. My hips were coming up a little bit early, my back would follow behind it, my spinal erectors were getting absolutely destroyed, and I was just really struggling. And now with this, what he said to do was, instead of bringing in that big breath of air, literally just sit there and then press my stomach out against the belt and just go. So I'm taking a little bit of a breath, but I'm basically just pressing out and trying to keep that pressure out on my belt and then going, and then still making sure I'm breathing out on the way up. And it seems to be working pretty well. Every once in a while I kind of go back into old habits and I catch myself, but it seems to help. So I'm doing that. This week started out a little bit rough. I was pretty tired, but as the week progressed, I started to feel a lot better, and I had my heaviest session in a long time doing doubles on all of squat, bench, and deadlift on Friday, and it went extremely well. I felt fantastic and couldn't be happier with the way things felt. You know, squats, I had 420 pounds for 3 sets of doubles, and then bench, which surprised me the most of everything, because that was 275 pounds for doubles, which I was just, for whatever reason, I was expecting that to be a struggle, and that I would really kind of have a hard time hitting it. I figured I'd get the reps, but it wouldn't be very clean, and I absolutely crushed it. I mean, it felt great. I probably had 3 more reps in the tank, so that was encouraging, and the deadlifts went pretty well as well. So feels good to be lifting heavy again. We're doing 6 4s and 2s. This is the first week coming back at full intensity, so it feels really, really good to be back in heavy training, because it's been a long time since I've pushed heavy weight. It feels awesome to be back doing 4-plate squats again. It's been a really long time since I've done that, so I'm encouraged by how well they're moving, even though I can't brace the way I'd like to. And you know what? That's behind me anyway. I can't worry about that at this point. You know, what's done is done. I got to focus on what I can do now and just focus into this meet, which is in about 6 weeks now. So it's coming up fast. It seems like, you know, you always feel like you have a bunch of time, and then all of a sudden it's just there before you know it. So I got about 6 weeks. We'll probably do this block for probably about 2 more weeks, and then we'll go into heavier, kind of 5-3-1 type of a thing. And then we'll peak and see what happens come meet time. I have no idea what to expect at this point, but I'm encouraged by the strength progress that I'm making right now. It feels good to be coming back, kind of feeling like my old self again, feeling more confident all the time, and we'll just see how things go. So I'm encouraged, and I'm just going to keep working. So that's really all I have. I didn't have a whole lot to talk about, but hope everyone's doing well, and I'll talk to you guys later.
I'm addicted to the love that you're giving.